Yo, what's going on, guys? Arekkz here. Welcome back to another video for Monster Hunter Rise. And in this one, I want to give you a chance to take a look at the Teostra armor set, the Kaiser armor set, because of course, the new update brought back the Elder Dragons. We have Chameleos, we have Kushala, and we have Teostra. And of course, we have, if you've played World, you've of course encountered the Kaiser armor set. But in Rise, it does have a few sort of different skills, or things work ever so slightly differently. So I thought we'd take a look at both the armor set and the weapons, so you can see what they're going to be useful for this time around. So if you guys do enjoy this, a like would be super appreciated. We will be doing this for some of the other armor sets, and of course any monsters that get added in the future. So if you want to get a good look at these, then yeah, let's get started. First things first, this of course is the armor set. Looks pretty cool. I mean, metal-wise, I'm not necessarily a fan of the helmet, but regardless, if you've seen this before, you know what to expect. If it's new, then you kind of got this regal sort of look to it. But when you take a look at these skills, you have 4 main skills here. When you have equipped, you have Critical Eye at level 6, Critical Boost level 2, Teostra's Blessing level 4, and Master's Touch. So Critical Eye level 6, of course, is the affinity boosting skill, plus 30% affinity, pretty nice. You have Crit Boost level 2, which increases the damage dealt by critical hits to 35%. So of course that's nice, nice synergy there with the critical side of the build. I'll jump past Teostra's Blessing for a second. Master's Touch, of course, you'll be familiar with this in previous games, whereby it was a skill where when you land critical hits, it stops your weapon sharpness from going down. In Rise, ever so slightly different. It is a point skill. And in this armor set, you have level 2, which grants a 40% chance of no sharpness loss while active. Meanwhile, if you go to level 3, that is 80%. So it's not a guaranteed 100%, but it is still a very nice skill for maintaining that sharpness. Also keep in mind, as of this update, that is also a decoration, so you can, of course, gem it in to boost that up to level 3, or just put it on something completely different. Teostra's Blessing, on the other hand, this is kind of like the set bonus, only it's not a set bonus, it just comes on pieces of the armor. And this one has varying different tiers to it. Level 1 gives you fire attack and blast build up plus 5%. Level 2 changes that to plus 10%. Level 3 also prevents poison and venom, which is kind of useful, of course, if you happen to be fighting Chameleos. And level 4 also negates theft. So again, this is a good sort of counter. I've spoken about this before, the sort of triangle between the elders. And given that Teostra is good against Chameleos, then when you're wearing this, you also can kind of be theft proof. We take a look at the actual armor pieces for a second. On the helmet, you have 3 points in Critical Eye and 1 point in Critical Boost. So that as a standalone piece is going to be very nice. It also has a level 1 slot. The chest piece, another level 1 slot. This has a mixture of Teostra Blessing, 1 point, Critical Eye, and Master's Touch. The gloves also have 1 point in Teostra's Blessing, Critical Eye, and Critical Boost, and a level 2 slot. The waist is a pretty nice one, a level 3 slot, a point in Teostra's Blessing, and a point in Critical Eye. And the legs also a point in Master's Touch and a point in Teostra's Blessing with a level 1 slot. So that's a look at the armor pieces. Those are the slots you have available, and those are the skills. So definitely, at least the helmet is going to have some nice uses in some mix sets. I can definitely see that one being used quite a lot if you want to try and get a critical set. However, on top of that, there also are some nice weapons. Obviously, there's not necessarily a weapon for every single one of the 14 weapons, but if you've used Teostra weapons before, you will know they of course come with blast. Honestly, my favourite one is the Sword and Shield. It's a really cool looking design, but it is also a nice blast option. It has higher blast than the Magnum Marlow weapons, a little bit lower raw. It does also have blue sharpness, which is quite nice, and 0% affinity. So generally speaking, across the board, you're looking at a little bit of blue sharpness, some higher blast, and some decent raw. I'll leave the weapons scrolling in the background just so you can take a look at all of the available options, but that is your quick look at the Teostra armor set and the gear. Again, be sure to keep it locked. We'll be doing this for Kushala, Chameleos, and some of the other monsters, so definitely stay tuned for that. But for the time being, that is your look at the Kaiser armor. If you want to catch more from us at Arekkz Gaming, don't forget you can catch the guys 269, Paradise Central, and Investmore streaming over on Twitch weekdays, playing a variety of games. If you guys want to jump in, tune in, watch, and even join in, then make sure you check them out. The links to those are in the description box down below, and of course you can join the Discord to get involved in all of the discussions.